Wow, what a day. I want to thank Dr. Myers for that gracious introduction. I got to wondering who he was talking about during the middle of it, but I do thank you, Bruce. Also, I'd like to thank my family and my grandchildren, which you've been hearing all through this. I'm glad that they could come, and my friends at the back table back there, I appreciate you coming to support me today. I would also like to thank the Ohio Valley Conference for this induction into the OVC Hall of Fame. When I got the call that I was being inducted, I was shocked, I guess you'd say, the least. Surprised, humbled, beyond compare. If you look at the tall company that I'm with today, you sort of see why I'm a little bit surprised that I'm here. But again, thank you. I'm tickled to be here. A little bit about me and the Ohio Valley Conference. I've had an association with the Ohio Valley Conference for over 50 years. Beginning and when Austin Peay joined the OVC in the 1960s, I was an undergraduate student at Austin Peay at that time. And as Dr. Myers said, I have been at the university most of the time since then, except for the 4 years when I was in graduate school. So I have followed the OVC. I have been a fan of the OVC, not just Austin Peay, but I'm an OVC fan. Don't take anything away from it. I am an Austin Peay fan. I've attended most of the home events over those many years. Many road events. I am a fan. I love it. Word or two about faculty athletic rep. I was faculty athletic rep for not quite 20 years, but that whole time was before the NCAA had the eligibility clearinghouse. And I think that made a difference in the role of the faculty reps, what they had to do and how they got it done. And one point just keeps coming back to mind when I think about my first days as a faculty rep. One Saturday morning I was out on a farm about 10 o'clock, and this strange vehicle drove up to the edge of the field. And someone got out with some papers in their hand. And it happened to be a young, energetic, assistant football coach named Rick Christoffel. He had a transcript that they had received that morning, I guess, and the eligibility papers to be reviewed and certified for an athlete so he could play at 1 o'clock that day. Now, this sounds funny, but that's the way the conference was operating back then. Not the conference, the nation was operating back then. And it has changed a good bit with the clearinghouse. That's helped some, even though it still is a very hectic job. I have seen the Ohio Valley Conference make many changes, improvements and all, but I want to pick out two of them that stand out to me. When you look at what the Commissioner's Office is and does today compared to 40 or 50 years ago, it's amazing. I mean, the size of it, the functions they have, what they do to support and make our conference better. It's amazing. And that's something that really stands out to me. Another thing that stands out, Dr. Myers mentioned that I was at the NCAA convention when the NCAA voted to sponsor a championship in women's sports. Well, one of the biggest changes we've seen is that the inclusion and the growth of women's sports in the Ohio Valley Conference. It is tremendous. And just one little story I want to tell. A lot of people thought that the NCAA would drag their feet a lot longer than it did before they would sponsor a championship in women's sports. And I think the term they used would be a cold day before it ever happened. Well, January the 11th, 1981, it was a cold day in Miami Beach. It was the coldest day that they'd had in 32 years. The high that day was 32 degrees. I froze to death. But that's a day that the NCAA voted to sponsor women's athletics championships. When you go to Miami Beach, you don't pack for 30-degree weather. And the Fontainebleau Hotel where the convention was not heated. and literally I froze. Everybody was freezing. But it was a wonderful day for athletics, for women's athletics. And again, I want to thank all of you for this. This has been amazing, and I wish you well. Thank you.